Hey everyone, welcome back to Wix Fix. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Ryan, and today's video is another episode of our series called Wix Studio Basics. Now with this series, I'm hoping that I will teach you the basics of building any website you want inside of Wix Studio. But if you missed any of the other previous videos of the series, I highly suggest you check those out first. So there's going to be a link in the description to check out the full playlist. But let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get right into the tutorial. The first thing you kind of need to understand or learn about is the editing size inside of Wix Studio. So for example, when I click on this text element right here, you can see over here the font size says 42 pixels with the little asterisk next to it. The asterisk means it's a responsive pixel. For those of you who maybe are not designers, pixels are not responsive values. So for example, if I come over here to responsive behavior and I set this to fixed, you're going to see that little asterisk is now disappeared. So now when I make the screen bigger and smaller, you're going to notice that the text is not actually getting any bigger. However, if I switch this back over to scale proportionately, you're going to notice that the little asterisk is back. And now when I resize the section or the screen, you'll notice that the text size is getting bigger and smaller. Pay attention to this number right up here. It is scaling proportionately to the editing size. So for example, if I go down to tablet or even mobile, you're going to see that the font size is changing because the editing size is smaller than what it is right here. So we have it set to 1280 by default, and then our font size is 42 pixels. So basically what scaling text means is when the screen is 1280 pixels, then the font size is 42 pixels. However, if I were to up this to maybe 2000, you're going to notice that the font size went up to 53. Let's go ahead and revert it back to 1280. But that's kind of how text scaling works. Now, if you're watching this video, you might be interested in learning what the max and min options are. So this is a heading text, right? So this is supposed to be pretty big on the page. However, if we go all the way down to mobile, it is 13 pixels. Now, this is smaller than what I would want my paragraph text to be on mobile, right? This is like the lowest font size I would ever go, and this is a font size I rarely would use. So for something like a heading text that's supposed to be really bold, and let's just throw a paragraph under it to kind of give you an example of like a heading text versus a paragraph. For a heading text that's supposed to kind of be a title for a section, we don't want it to be this small. Same with the paragraph. Now I am going to go ahead and grab these and stack these together. Now if you missed the last video where I covered stacks, then I highly suggest you check out the playlist to this series. But by grouping these together, it basically allows them to be grouped together and not to like overlap each other and get weird. But point being is, with this title, if I don't want it to get to 13 pixels, I can set a minimum value here. So for something like this, maybe I'd want to set to 32 pixels. So that way, when I go all the way down to mobile, you're going to see that now the font size is 32 pixels because I set it to never get smaller than 32 pixels. Now for something like paragraphs, I'd probably want to stop it from shrinking at 16 pixels. Now it's already 16 pixels by default, but I just don't want it to get any smaller. So now when we go all the way down to mobile, this is what it looks like. Now, of course, we should probably do something like that to make it look a little bit nicer. But you kind of get the general idea that the font size is never going to get smaller than 16 pixels. And then for tablet here, you can see it's already set to 32 pixels here as well. And that's kind of how scaling text works. Now, by default, when I go ahead and scale it up, you're going to notice that at a certain point, it just completely stops growing, right? And that's because our editing size is reaching 1600 pixels. So if you look at the editing size at the top, you're going to see it keeps growing, but as soon as we pass 1600 pixels, it no longer stops growing. And that is because if we grab our section, you can see that it says apply max width, which our max width is currently set to 1600 pixels. Now, of course, if you don't want it to be 1600 pixels, you can come over here to site styles, go to max width, and you can change that. You can also turn off max width if you want. But if I just grab this section, I just want to turn it off for the section If I go ahead and do that, you'll notice that as I scale it up past 1600, and you can see I'm getting into 3000 and almost 4000, you're going to see how everything continues to grow, and maybe you don't want that, right? So let's say 42 pixels is a good size for this editing size, but maybe we don't want this getting past like 54 pixels. And maybe for this paragraph font size, maybe we don't want this to get past, let's say 24 pixels. So now when we scale up the screen, you're going to notice that it continues to grow up to a certain amount. Now I will say that when you set a limit to the font size, like we did here, it is important to note that with max width turned off, when we scale up the size, the width of the text element, so if I grab the text element, you can see the width of it here, like the box around the text. This is still set to scale proportionately in at 512 pixel with an asterisk. So if I go in and set this to like 2000 pixels, you're going to notice that now the width of the text box is 800. So even though the font size of the paragraph is only 24, it's technically getting wider and wider. It's kind of causing some issues with the effect. So to fix something like that, what I would typically do is I'll grab the stack and I'll turn on advanced sizing. So let's say width is set to 40%, but maybe if I go up to, let's say 2000 pixels editing size, and I turn on pixels, maybe I don't want this to get past 600 pixels, something like that. Okay. So now if I go back down to 1280, you can kind of see the effect that we're now getting. And I think that looks pretty good. But the last thing I kind of want to mention about scaling text is if we go over to site styles, you'll see right here we can set our fonts, but then you have our text styles for our different headings and paragraphs. What I really like about this is if we go into our text styles and open this up, we can not only set our font size, but we can actually also set our min and max font sizes as well. So kind of like what I did before with this headline text, I maybe don't want these getting past 32. And since this is 72, maybe we don't want this getting past like 86 or something like that. And then I would just go down this list. Again, 32. For this one, we might not want to get past, let's say 48. Cool. And I'll go through all of these and kind of set the min and max value for these. And I'll typically do this while I'm editing the site or before I even start designing the sections on the website, just so anytime I add text elements to the website, I know that they're all going to be consistent. But you can easily go ahead and set these up as you're designing as well, but it's just a little easier for me to set them up beforehand. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you all did enjoy, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel for more Wix Studio content coming out really soon. Thank you all again, and I will see you all in the next one.